Hi, everyone. I'm Rusty Dunn. We are celebrating manufacturing at Caterpillar and the people who make the things that make things possible. You know, manufacturing is the lifeblood for our local, national, and global economies. And we think it is important to recognize and appreciate our production workforce. They are the people, the Caterpillar employees who build the essential products that enable our customers to build a better world. And we want you to meet four of those people today. We are so privileged to have them here, the work they do, how they do it, what it's like to be inside of a Caterpillar production facility, how they contribute to a culture of teamwork and collaboration. And to the four of you, I say welcome. Thank you for being part of this virtual roundtable. It's great to see all of you here. So, how I think we will start this is let's just go around the virtual roundtable and we'll have you introduce yourself, the job you do, and where you work. So, Enadina, why don't you start?
Thank you very much, Rusty. Well, it's a pleasure, first of all, being here with you, hearing of all of you and meeting you because it's the first time I already have the pleasure of knowing you. Right now, I am a manufacturing engineer at Torreon in Mexico. And I've been here in Torreon, I mean, in the manufacturing area for at least 7 years. So I've been in different areas, and that has made me really know about what my job is right now. So yeah, I'm manufacturing area and here at Torreon. Thank you very much.
Great to have you here. Trey, how about you?
Hi, my name is Trey Schoen. I've been working here at Caterpillar Decatur with the 988 large wheel loaders, doing quality control on them for about 2.5 years now. It's been a great job. I love doing it. It's nice and rewarding to be able to produce good quality machines that uphold that Caterpillar name. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do here in Decatur.
Trey, welcome. Look forward to talking with you. Alderado, welcome. You're up next.
Hi guys, hello everyone. I am Aderaldo Silva Jr. I must say first that I follow the quarterly reports and I admire your communication style, Rusty. It's really a great pleasure to meet you personally, as well as to represent my country in this roundtable along with my partners here. In Brazil, for almost 3.5 years, I was team lead on the assembly process and got recently promoted to material planner, which is also so great. As a team lead assembler, I was always supporting my partners to deliver our machines with safety, quality, and lean on the promise to date. Always keep in mind to leverage our customers, making them more successful in whatever good things they do around the world. And I know that it goes way beyond what we can imagine. That's it.
Alderado, great to meet you and congratulations on the recent
Thank
promotion.
you. Thank you.
And last but not least, we have Renee. How are you, Renee? Introduce yourself.
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
I'm Renee Saloka. I am a welding instructor at the Decatur, Illinois CAT plant. I started off as a fabrication specialist, also known as a welder on the large wheel loader line, and worked my way up to instructing the new welding employees here.
Excellent. Great to have you here. And I thought what we would do is I'll throw out some questions to each of you, and sort of as the virtual roundtable goes, we can interrupt each other and comment on someone else's comment, and we'll see where it goes. But Renee, let's stick with you for just a second. And I hear from a number of people who are curious about what it's like inside of a production facility. And of course, you're in Decatur in central Illinois. What's it like in where you work and a modern manufacturing facility?
It's different than a lot of different jobs out there. It could be hot, sweaty, dirty work, but it's one of the most rewarding kind of jobs. You come home and you kind of feel like you earned your money. It's worth it.
Alderado, is there anything that would surprise someone who's never been inside one of our facilities?
Well, we feel deeply blessed by this privilege of being able to do, first of all, what we are passionate about at a top world-class manufacturing company like Caterpillar. It's a feeling a proud and a great honor. And we can see that all around, especially in the quarterly reports. Our CEO, Jim Plebin, the company has been allocating its resources in a strategic way in that direction, always aligning its processes, product, services with the newest market solutions in terms of both innovation technology. I would say that having this kind of opportunity to learn, to grow, to add more value to our customers in such a modern environment like this is without a doubt a great blessing. I would say that.
Trey, when we talk about skilled trades and recruiting, finding that next generation of talent coming in, maybe touch on technology and the role technology plays in everyone's work. And perhaps that relates through your own job, but maybe touch on some things from a technology standpoint in today's modern plant.
Oh, yeah, totally. So with my job per se, I use all the latest 3D models, and these 3D models are updated yearly so that I can not only pinpoint what went wrong on a machine if something did go wrong, I can track it down to why and what happened using these 3D models because of how sophisticated they become within the last 10 years, not to mention the laptops and the cameras, the UV and black lights that we get with the machines we use. It's just it's so incredible to see how it's come within the past 10 years, using technology to help me track down and make Caterpillar machinery even better than what it's been.
And Adina, how about from your standpoint, where you work? We talk a lot about STEM and science, technology, math, and how that all plays into the jobs that are taking place at the production facility. But talk about that where it comes to your role and the others around you.
Well, in my side, I think I share a lot of what Trey has or what Trey does. We use a lot 3D models to really ensure that our fabrications are doing well, but in the plant. So we base a lot of our decisions on technology, on what the 3D models can tell us about what software relates to us. Also, we use a lot about CMM machines, which ensures quality for the assemblies that we are doing. So in terms of technology, I think we are very, very involved with it. And if we don't have it, I think that our machines and everything we produce won't be as good as right now we have it in terms of quality, in terms of production. I mean, we based a lot of our decisions and our work day-to-day basis on what technology offers us. So yeah, I think it plays a very big role in our day-to-day activities.
Question I would throw out to all of you, because with your different roles, you may have a different response to this. And perhaps, Renee, we can jump back to you and you can take the first stab at this question. But what would your message be if you're in a room full of say, high school kids who are trying to figure out what it is they want to do in their career, may have an interest in skilled trades, manufacturing? What would you tell them? What advice would you have for them in thinking about pursuing a career in manufacturing?
I always highly endorse skilled trades. I will actually be a professor at the community college here, teaching welding at night come the springtime too, so I could get more people involved in welding. So I'm all aboard the skilled trade train. I would really hope that the high school students pursue that. I mean, not everyone needs to go and get a bachelor's degree and, this and that high education. I mean, we're going to need skilled trades for everything that we do. So, I mean, there's always going to be a job out there, and it's rewarding. It's rewarding work.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, you mentioned the word rewarding. What's in that feeling of, especially in the welding piece of it? I mean, you complete whatever it is you're welding and working on. There's a great satisfaction there. Yes,
there is. And it's like welding is like an art form. You always try and do your best work on it because that's your stamp. I mean, that's what's shown and people see that, and you don't want to be like, oh man, that's not good. You want it to be good. because that's you. I mean, that's your work that you're putting out there. And whenever it's good, you feel good.
Well, yeah, right. And you're driving down the highway and seeing that machine out there working, and you can say, I built that. I welded that.
Exactly. Yeah, you can see your product. You can see your work. Yeah.
Great point. Alderado, how about you? What would you tell a person trying to figure out their career steps and they're interested in manufacturing, pursuing something as a career?
No matter what are the areas that you are interested, whether it's assembly, weld, or paint, first of all, I would say discover your natural talents. And believe me, you have a lot more than you think. And secondly, look for positions in our factories aligned with those talents, with your passion, you know? And I would say finally, develop the kind of mindset of contribution and continuous learning, always seeking to do your best, to do better than yesterday, to raise your bar, to deliver more value to the people you will have the opportunity to serve in our factories. Do this, my friend, and I believe that you will produce good fruits wherever you are planted here with us. That would be my advice.
No, great point, Saul. Trey, is that how that went for you in terms of pursuing a career in manufacturing? You had it pinpointed right away, or you thought, I might be interested in this sort of a career, but I'm not sure what's all out there and available to me. How did it go for you?
I have a kind of a fun story. So I don't know if you know, we have a program here called Career Pathways Program in the Decatur, Illinois facility. And I work very closely with them, so I'm used to having this conversation. I go around and I speak to high school kids and I ask them, what do you want to do in life? I know not all of us, like she said, not all of us want to go get a higher education, We need skilled trades, and skilled trades is not only manufacturing. It's also in the medical field. It's also in the HR side of things. So I speak to them and I tell them, hey, we have all of these opportunities at Caterpillar. And even if you're just curious about one thing, come to Caterpillar, get your feet wet. The sky's the limit here. We're not going to hold you back for anything. We're going to push you to become better. Like Alderado said, we're going to push you, and your fruits are going to be very visible when you try your best. And so that's what I love to tell them. I give them an option for anything under the sun they want to do, because we have it here at Caterpillar.
I think that's excellent. And Adina, I want to give you an opportunity as well, sort of your recruitment speech to someone considering a career in manufacturing. What would you tell them?
Well, I would say that not only focus on manufacturing, on the engineering area, which most of us could be, very focused on studies, on being very into engineer, but also focus on people. I mean, I found on my way in Caterpillar, I have found a lot of people that really, gets you in your way. So I think my advice for people would be to focus also in people. I mean, we talk day to day about security, about being okay with people, but while you talk with other persons, you also find your way on being on the manufacturing area, and not just being an engineer, but also being on the security area, being on the administration area. So I think that there's a lot of possibilities. So for those people who want to study something in particular, I would say that also like find their own talent, find your own way, and found what you really like, and focus on that. And there's going to be opportunity for everyone.
I'm not sure that people on the outside looking in are looking to learn more about a career in manufacturing, in production, realize the extent of what we mean by that safety first mindset, and how critical it is each and every day, every hour, especially with what you've been going through over these last 18, 19 months, almost 2 years as we get into the new year. And I want to ask you about each of you, the significant challenges that have been brought on due to the pandemic. And you've continued, each and every one of you, and many others, doing that essential work as part of the work at the production facilities around the world. What's it meant to you? What has it meant to you to be an essential worker in this sense over these last 18 or 19 months, being the folks who are on the front lines every day? Renee, we'll go back to you. I'll throw it to you first in terms of performing that essential work, being an essential worker.
It kind of makes you feel like you have a lot of even more pride in your job. You know, what you're doing is highly important. I mean, while our equipment has, you know, brought in stuff that we can use for everyday use, it's essential. So we have to keep working to keep providing that our machining devices to bring in the equipment that they produce. So it feels good.
And Trey, I'll throw it to you in terms of how it's been for you these last 18, 19 months, managing personally and professionally through the pandemic. But what's it been like for you as performing that essential work despite a lot of challenges?
It's been rather hard. I won't sugarcoat it. It's been kind of hard because I work side by side with assemblers, and they're right behind me fixing these defects if there are any. And it's very hard to crawl in and out of these machines and, you know, maintain a safe distance during the pandemic. You know, driving these machines, guiding people outside. It's very dangerous work, and it makes it even harder with the pandemic. But Caterpillar's given us the tools. They've put in protocols for us to stay safe, and that's one of the best things I can say. Is it's hard, but Caterpillar's been right beside us with every step.
Yeah, I don't think you'll find anyone who'll say it has been anything close to easy, for sure. Eldorado, how about you?
As my buddy just said, it's a great privilege and a great challenge because we are in the factory and we have the protocols, but we have the procedures, and it's a great honor. It's a privilege to be in a company where safety is really in the first place. So it's challenging, okay, but it's possible to do whatever it takes to keep everybody safe and to do the job that is necessary for turning things around in the world. It's a great privilege. It's a great honor to be part of this, and the feeling is mutual for everybody. So that is a great blessing, a great place to be in that moment of the world history.
Anna Dean, I'll let you have the last word on this one. What lessons that maybe you have learned over this last 18, 19 months during the pandemic, and of course, as it still goes on, but what comes to mind for you in terms of how you have had to take on that challenge as an essential worker?
Well, as everyone says, it has been very difficult in the sense that just like Trey, I also work in production. So it's difficult to have all these procedures or all these things going on in the facility, to try really to take care of each other, you know, in the distance, or take care of each other just being near one another. And sometimes for people like us, it might be very normal that every day they talk about security, about taking social distancing, about, you know, all these things that we have to take day to day. But from the outside, I was very surprised of my family and of my friends that they tell me that 2 weeks ago that they were really surprised about how we took security very seriously. I mean, because they also, there's a lot of communications in our social media. They share with us little souvenirs about being secure in our houses, being secure in every way we go. So I think that security is something that we don't take very easy for every one of us. So being an essential worker working right now, it's difficult, but I am sure that we all are taking care of ourselves because it's right now part of us. It's part of us being secure and being safe for us and for our family.
Very well said. And I want to go around the virtual roundtable one more time. And here would be my question. If there's one thing you want someone to remember from this conversation, having a chance to meet you and listen to your experiences, what would that be? What would be the one thing you'd love for them to take away? Trey, how about you? I'll let you start with you.
My one thing I would say is don't be afraid to make that jump. Don't be afraid to try something new, because that is the only way we grow as a person, is by trying new things and gaining new experiences. That's what's life all about. And Caterpillar very well may have that opportunity for you.
Very good. Alderado, how about you? If there's one thing someone remembers maybe from our conversation, what would you like it to be?
Please be safe, be positive, keep being productive, keep learning, take the advantage of this challenging time to learn and to grow. And third, and maybe the most important thing, to add more and more valuable to everybody around you, because this is the purpose of life. I think that it's the most important thing. We are here to serve, and when you do that with love, with passion, with faith, with good faith, everything turn around. That's the point.
Very good. Renee, how about you?
Come weld. Let me teach you how to weld. If you already know how to weld, apply. If you're in a different skill trade, come on in. I mean, skill trades are great. Manufacturing is always going to be here. So get in there. Come on.
I love it. And Adina, how about you? One thing you'd like people to take away from the conversation today?
I would say that learn from others. For me, it has been very important to listen to other people, just like I have listened to you, to learn from other people in the manufacturing area. And believe me, I think that things that I've learned from people that are in the plant, in the facility, is things that I've never imagined. So I think that learning from others to go on in your way in the manufacturing and welding and whatever you do, I think it's very, very important to succeed in your work, and also, helping others and learning from others and just going away in your path. This whole thing.
To all of you, well said. And Adina, Alderado, Trey, Renee, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us to share your stories, your experiences, your insights as members of Caterpillar's production workforce. And we wish each of you nothing but safety and success as you go forward. So great to meet you. Next time, we'll do it all in the same room.
Hope
Sounds
so.
good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gratitude.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Nice
all
to
as
meet
well.
you all.
And thanks to all of you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you soon.